question of whether green energy is too expensive should perhaps be sort of counterbalanced by, can we afford not to go green, given, of course, we've got the problem of sort of global warming.
The energy price cap is set to go up again in January, and regulators say several factors are behind the change.
In Britain, we're a kind of peculiar place. We have large reserves of sort of gas and oil up in the North Sea, although it's expensive to sort of get out. But we are addicted to gas, and gas is used to sort of create electricity. So we are sort of subject to to the vagaries, if you like, of world markets. That's why sort of prices have gone up.
Household energy costs have been under pressure for several years, with events like the Ukraine war affecting global gas prices.
We had the sort of still have the sort of conflict in Ukraine, which of course has meant sort of problems. We bought a lot of Russia's gas.
The Chancellor has announced measures to ease bills by cutting the Green Levy, but this approach comes with its own challenges.
What the government did in the budget is to try and sort of reduce the sort of cost by taking off the Green Levy on electricity. But of course, what we've now got is a sort of a strange situation where it's going to be sort of cheaper for people on sort of particular sort of price arrangements. And of course, the whole sort of dynamics, if you like, of the sort of energy market has become problematic in recent years.
Electricity and gas still make up the largest proportion of household bills, and experts say action is needed both to bring costs down and to support the transition to greener energy.
There is no doubt, of course, that the amount that it costs us to sort of consume gas and electricity, and we're going to continue to use both for the very, very foreseeable future and probably the sort of long term, it consumes a lot of sort of household income. We need to do something to make it sort of cheaper. And indeed, the sort of the theory of sort of greener supplies, coming from sort of the sun and water and wherever else, and perhaps atomic energy, is that we could get it a lot cheaper. But hey, we've got to invest in that because, of course, that's about the sort of the future, and we can't just sort of turn it on.
Many people want to adopt greener energy solutions at home, but the level of investment required remains a significant hurdle for households.
In conclusion, people would like the idea of sort of green energy, but of course, whether they're going to be willing to pay more for it, and of course, doing all the things that they need to spend in terms of their own houses to make them sort of energy efficient, which is going to cost tens of thousands, that's a big no-no for sort of the vast majority of people.